and you end up in another lovely little village called Chumagna.
I thought it was Stanton Drew.
Stanton Drew, you're right, it is
You
Stanton
said
Drew.
it was Chumagna. Chumagna's where the lake is.
It is. Let's start again. So down there... Sorry.
Cut. Come. Make the experiment go.
Did it? And here we are again in the great British outdoors, going for another small walk, not far from home. We're just coming out of lockdown now, so we're allowed to go a little bit further. And this time we're going to do a walk from this small hamlet, which is called Publo. And there's Publo Church behind us, lovely church. And we're going to walk to a small village not too far away called Pensford, which has got a claim to fame for a few different things. One of them being this here. This is the grave of someone called Acker Bilk, who was a famous, what did he play? The clarinet. This is a long time ago in the 60s. And he had the biggest selling single of 1962, an instrumental song with him playing the clarinet called Stranger on the Shore. And here's his gravestone here. He died in 2014. Right, the church is really nice, actually. It's just a sort of small hamlet. There's a few houses around. But it's a lovely spring day. A bit chilly, really, isn't it?
It is cold, yeah.
Yeah. So now we're going to go over by the river, actually. There's a small river here, isn't there? The River Chew, isn't it? How lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
I take it, I think it's just the one river, just two arches and the bridge. Right then, we're gonna start walking now. So we're now just starting to approach Pensford village. It's quite a large village, and it's got a main road. Can't remember if it's the A37 or the A38 running right through the middle of it, which cuts it in two, unfortunately. We're just getting into the centre of the village now, and first thing we come to is a bench for Mr. Acker Bilk, because he was born here in Pensford, so that is why there's the bench. Next to this bench is an ancient monument, which is what is it? I don't know what it is. I'll have to check on my phone. I think it might be one of those places where they used to put drunk people years ago, so they'd sobered up.
Ooh.
Yes, that lovely old pub. And over there is the archery where the wagons and horses would have gone through years and years ago. There's a picture there showing it. Oh look, the old stores. Yeah, it just shows how times have changed, of course. So years ago there would have been local shops here. Oh look, chewing gum machine. Now that is old.
Is it Wrigley's?
I think it is Wrigley's actually. Wrigley's or Wriggles.
No,
Wriggles Spirit Gum.
Wrigley's Spirit
Yeah,
Gum.
that's amazing, isn't it?
Can you sing it?
Right. No.
Can you sing the
No, can you sing it? Yeah, go on, you sing it. I can't remember any song to do with
We
it.
used to go Wrigley's Spearmint Gum, Wrigley's Spearmint Gum.
Did it? I can't remember that.
What the scent is?
Right, well anyway, I don't know if you can hear us now because the traffic's quite noisy. We are on the main road and there's a sign there just pointing the way toward the little villages nearby. So I think we're going to go across the road when we get a chance. quick now.
That's like simple down there. There's a floodplain.
Ah, look at this. Flood level, July the 10th, 1968. Look at that. That's high. And I'm going to tell you the story of that in a minute when we get over a bit further. Yeah? Well, yeah, you're only 2'3" anyway, so...
No.
Oh, no, you're not. No, of course not, no. Well, I'm 1'88", which is 6'2" in old money. So that's a very high flood level. Tractors. O-R-O-R-A, eh? Look at that, the butchers. Mr. H. Flowers and Sons from 1923, and unfortunately it closed down in 1979. So in the past there would have been quite a few shops here, but now I think there's just a couple of pubs and maybe a sweet a paper shop, something like that. Isn't that a lovely view? Right down there, that's the River Chew. See? And the church there is on up a little island. I think what they've done is reroute some of the stream to go round, and it creates this pretty little island. So there's the archway there from someone's house, lovely. And here is another plaque on the wall showing flood level, July the 10th, 1968. So I'm just going to tell you briefly about the flood that they have here. Violent storms had been building up in France during Wednesday, July the 10th, 1968. And during that night, they suddenly burst upon our region 24 hours before expected. These storms then brought unparalleled devastation to Bristol and the southwest. Severe flooding swept through the whole region. It was the worst rainstorm to hit the region in more than 55 years. With more than 5 inches of rain falling in 24 hours. That's a lot in one go, isn't it? There's thunder and lightning and incessant rain for a day and a half. A day and a half, yeah. Causing much loss to life and damage to property. Pensford village reeled under the rage of the storm and became a disaster area. Because it's in this deep valley, see, when all directions come into the village, you do have to come down hills. A wall of water surged down the River Chew, and it took everything before it, just before midnight. Some people swam for their lives for safety. The swollen river swept away Pensford's main road bridge, leaving a 50-foot chasm in the main A37. That's the main road we just crossed back there, actually, isn't it? It also demolished 50 yards of stone wall and a house in the village. Some people were marooned for hours before being rescued by boats. In low-lying areas of the village, the floodwater was 10 feet deep. Ooh. So it was quite a big devastation.
My mum can remember it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Never seen anything like it since, and the lightning was just like flash, 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 flash. So it was really scary. She moved us all upstairs in the house because she didn't know what was going to happen in the lower levels.
Yeah, you would have been
house.
at
It was
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was 5. The only vague memory I've got of it, and I presume it's connected with it, is when we used to visit my grandparents in Bath. We would go on the bus, and it must have been obviously a few weeks after the levels of the flood had gone down, and all the fields near the River Avon, which is the big river that goes between Bristol and Bath, was all still flooded. The bus could obviously get through, but I remember the fields either side had very deep water in for a little while. That's it's a very vague memory.
Coal fire.
That's nice.
Log fire.
Log fire. You can't smell it on the video, but we can. It's lovely, isn't it?
Nice.
It's very nice. It's probably someone burned some rubbish somewhere. Yeah, so the flood level would have been like way above my head, like the height of that. So all these houses here would have been completely devastated. Yeah, on the internet, there's quite a lot of old photos showing the devastation, and there's some brilliant video footage on YouTube showing the Queen's husband visiting after. And I was going to try and use it in this video, but when I looked, it's Pathé News, whatever it's called, and I would have to pay £70 just to use a few seconds. Now, I wasn't going to do that. And yeah, I mean, I'm not a professional.
What, to see Prince Philip?
Yeah, just to use that small piece of film in a YouTube video. I mean, it's a bit crazy, you know. It's only going to have a few seconds, but you can go on YouTube yourself and see it. So we're now just approaching Pensford viaduct. Look at that, that's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, the viaduct is 29 metres high. That's quite a height, isn't it? It's a bit like a smaller version of the Harry Potter one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's in Scotland. Pensford viaduct was built in 1874.
Don't touch it. Like dingly dangling off.
So down there, the path there goes down by the River Chew, and that goes to Stanton Drew. There is, I think it's the third largest collection of stone circles or something like that in the country, after Avebury and Stonehenge. But it's not that well known. So that'll be good for another visit, won't it? Right. A bit warm now. Nice view of the viaduct from this side. It's huge, isn't it, that viaduct? I think it's over 300 metres long. It's actually a listed building now. I'm surprised it wasn't demolished when the railways closed in the 1950s.
No, I'm glad they kept it.
Yeah.
It's nice.
But that would have been used to get a lot of the coal out of the area. And not far from here is a town called Radstock. And the coal would have come back through this way into Bristol. There's lots of rich coal seams.
Yeah.
Right. So go down by the stream over there then, if we can. It's a kissing gate. So we've come around the other side of the river now, and we've got an even better view of the viaduct. And over there are some small rapids and an old bridge. Go and take a look at them now, actually. And here we are. Really old bridge this is. Metal staples going across as well. That is the original raised pavement from, well, however long ago it was, a long time ago. This was the original high street, believe it or not. It's narrow now, but before the main A37 was built down there, this was it. This has got to be the narrowest public footpath I've ever been on. Right, getting better. Oh, it was narrow, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's all right now, it's coming up to open.
Yeah, it's open fields now. That's good then.
I got red.
Brilliant.
I got red.
I haven't. That's great,
true,
isn't
like
it?
the red.
Ball in field. Well, I'm hoping it's a load of bullocks myself. Good boy. No, he's not here. I can't see him.
I thought I heard him there.
Moo. Yeah, there was two cows. One said moo, and the other said, "You bastard!" I was going to say that. Nice last view of the Pablo Church where we started, isn't it? Right. So that is it then for this video. I will see you next time before I trip down this hill. Ah! Just kidding, just kidding.